clothes. Well, okay. There's one that's really funny. I don't know why this just popped into my head because I've never answered this question this way, but there's an episode where we watch a baby. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is great. So, I don't even think anybody knows this. I've never told the story. So, you remember there's a part where Miranda, I think Miranda's holding the baby, and we're trying, and we end up ripping the things off and making a diaper out of the curtains.
Yeah.
Well, what we did, and you know the baby's peeing on Miranda in that episode. Well, we had a little tube that was like under the baby and it was squirting water. Well, you know, when you gotta go, and the baby actually peed all over Miranda. So she's standing there and she's like, she can't drop the baby. You know, she just has to let it go. So that's a fun. Every time I watch that episode, I'm just like, oh man, if people only knew what was really happening.
Have you seen the Drake and Josh parody on YouTube?
Which one? I'm not sure.
There's a few. Has anyone seen like the official Drake and Josh parody where the sister Fagin gets knocked out from a staircase?
No.
I will show you after this. It is unbelievably hilarious.
Oh man, I gotta check that out.
When you guys are out of this panel, go to YouTube, check out Drake and Josh parody with Fagin.
Oh,
so
funny. That's awesome. I will check that out.
Okay.
No, I don't hate Justin Bieber. His fans are just kind of annoying. It's pretty incredible, the vile comments and the foul language of these. I mean, it's just, everything about it is terrible. You know, hiding behind anonymity is an easy thing to do, so, you know, you can't slide them, I guess. Listen to your teacher.
How about if anybody wants him to say hi, just pick up them cameras right now and turn them on. We'll do this all at once. Just knock all this out right now.
Hey, everybody. Hi, how are you? Hey. What's going on? All right, over here. Hey, guys. Hello. Cool glasses. Cool glasses. Yes, yellow.
Do you watch any anime?
I don't really. For some reason, I just can never really get into. I hope that doesn't disappoint anyone who's a Comic Con. Yeah, I don't know. Anime, I just never really got into it. Yes.
What's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero? Batman.
Yeah.
I know I was supposed to say Spider-Man, but Spider-Man. Excuse me. No, Spider-Man's rad, but you know, Batman's just so badass. Yes.
Would you ever do another show with Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I mean, we hang out and talk about it all the time, and you know, he's going on a serious route, and you know, trying to become the Robert De Niro or whatever. But it's just so funny. I keep, you know, I really would love to do something with him. So hopefully, you know, one day I'll be able to convince him, because it's just, I mean, us together it's just a waste to not be doing something, you know. So I'd love to. Superman, Supergirl.
How different are you from Spider-Man in the anime series?
He's a lot smarter than I am. But you know, we're a lot alike. That's what I like about Spider-Man. That's one thing I really dug about Spider-Man growing up is, you know, I knew I wasn't going to be some rich guy with a bunch of toys like Batman, and I knew I wasn't going to be from some other planet, you know. But yeah, like Superman, but he was just a high school kid, you know, and it was really relatable growing up. So yeah, there's a lot of correlation between Peter Parker and myself, which is actually pretty funny that Drake's last name is Parker and Peter Parker. I don't know if anybody's put that together. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well,
it all started.
I've been doing this for a long time. I started acting when I was about 5 years old, and I was so fascinated by the world of entertainment, and I grew up on you know, the classics. Martin and Lewis, Abbott and Costello, the Marx Brothers, Lucille Ball, you know, all of these. I just want Elvis and the Beatles and the Beach Boys, and that's just what I wanted to do. I didn't know how I could do it. I mean, I'm 5 years old. I don't know. I just love getting up on tables and, you know, lip syncing to Surfing USA, or trying to swing my legs like Elvis, and, you know, curl my lip, and just just trying to emulate all these people. And my dad just said, "Is that something you want? Like, would this be something you want to do for real?" You know, and he wasn't in the entertainment industry, and we really had no idea how to get into it or how to start or anything. Luckily, I grew up in Orange County, California, so I wasn't too far from LA and where everything was really happening. So, you know, we went about it how anybody else would. That's why a lot of people always ask, you know, how do I get into the business? How do I start? And it's really, I don't know, because I was 5 years old and we just did what anybody else would do, you know, try and find an agent, try and find a manager, see what works, see what pops. And my first commercial, I was probably about 6 years old. It took a long time to get an actual job. So I was about 6 or 7, and I was doing a commercial for Whirlpool, like the appliances. And I had to sit on a tree stump and eat a popsicle and let it drip on my clothes, and then it shows my mom like washing my clothes. So here I am, I'm 6 years old, and I get to sit on a tree stump and eat popsicles all day.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, all right, I can do this. I'm good. I think I can stick. Oh, thank you. And yeah, that was really awesome, because it's cool being Spider-Man, because I mean it's Spider-Man, and that's really awesome. But I'm just doing a voice. Superhero movie, I got to the people who made the costume for superhero movie were the same people who made the costume for Tobey in the original Spider-Man movies. And so I really got to see what it felt like, and when you put that on, and the muscle suit and everything, I mean, you really start walking differently, and I mean, you really get to feel what it's like to be a superhero minus the superpowers, you know? Yeah.
How did you end up with the cameo on iCarly?
I showed up that day, and Miranda hadn't seen that I was there yet, and it'd been a while since I'd seen Miranda. A while, like a month. And so I was just hanging out with Dan over by the monitors, and he said, "Hey, you want to freak Miranda out?" I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, "Hey, just go into the scene and do something." So I'm like, all right. So I just walked in, and I just took the spoon out of her room, started eating her watermelon, and thought it'd be funny to say, "Hey, where's Josh? Wait, what? What's going on here?" So that was just because I was there. That was like Josh did that too on Victorious. There was a scene where. What's the girl's name? What is it?
Jade.
Yeah, Jade. She comes down and he's like, "Hi," and she's like, "Oh, please," you know. That was just because he was there. He's like, "Hey, you want to do something?" And also in another episode, he showed up. It was Halloween, and he was dressed as Andy Warhol. And he came to. So if you look on Victorious, somewhere in the background, you'll see a dude with white hair and sunglasses, looking like Andy Warhol. That's Josh. I mean, I remember when I was a little kid, I was a huge Michael Keaton Batman fan. I mean, that was my stuff right there. I even still have a cereal box with the Batman piggy bank that came. It was in 1986. I think it was. No, I had to be 3. 89. It was 89. That's right, because I was 3. So, and I remember I got this at the grocery store. I wanted it so bad, and it came with a piggy bank wrapped up in it. And I got home, and I was so excited to play with my piggy bank. And I have 3 older brothers. And my brother thought it would be funny to melt my Batman piggy bank on the fire, on the stove. So I get home, and I'm so excited to play with this, and he's melting it over the fire. And I'm like, you know, destroyed. I mean, I was like so devastated. So about a year ago, I went on eBay, and I got my Batman piggy bank. Yeah! I have 2 of them. I mean, it's always, I'm so appreciative. You know, I mean, I was actually just talking in the other room, and I was talking about, you know, people who, like, celebrities or people who are at a certain point of fame or anything like that, kind of get bothered when people ask them for pictures or autographs, or get bothered, you know, like, without you guys, there's no us, you know. So I mean, it's like so awesome to be able to come here and see all you guys interested in every word that's coming out of my mouth right now. It's very weird, but it's so awesome that, because without you guys, everyone always asks, does it bother you, if I'm at Disneyland or I'm somewhere where I'm just getting bombarded, they're like, doesn't that bother you? I'm like, it's gonna bother me when it stops, then it just shows that people enjoy what you're doing and that you're making people happy, and it's all, when people come in and say, man, you made my childhood, it's just like, and I really understand, because I'm fanatical too. When I'm a fan of somebody, I have everything that they've ever done. I go to every show. I'm the same way. So, I get it, and it's awesome. I couldn't be